Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. Today we have a very split day. I have mobile pedicures, podicures to go do. So I get to work today. I'm going to a close neighboring town to do doggy nail trims. I have to get my morning chores done. It is super early and I need to get my morning chores done. And so I just thought I would whip out the camera and say good morning to you guys. The garden needs our attention today. We need to harvest some things, and of course you're gonna see a little bit of white powder on my plants. That is diatomaceous earth. I am treating for squash vine borers. I'm treating for cabbage worms. I'm treating, which DE is not necessarily for cabbage worms. Generally I would use BT for that, but because I do have some beetle action, I'm just going ahead and treating with DE this week. But everything's lush and beautiful and green and producing. So let's see what we get into today. Honest to goodness, I'm not going to promise you anything because I just don't know. I don't know how long the nail trims are going to take in town today. They could potentially take all day. And I don't know what the farm will bring. You never really know. So let's get into it. The animals are hungry. But first, can you guys see? So I am 5 foot tall. So that sunflower is, now mind you, it's in, it's in a, what is that? Is that 3 feet? 2.5 foot raised bed? It's in a raised bed, but it is 6 feet tall. Already. It's crazy. It's positively crazy. This one back here is quite large also. Let's see if we can. Yeah, so this one here is getting pretty big too. Good morning, King. Oh boy, peas are getting away from me. I'm gonna need to come out and harvest. This guy out here. On a side note, I forgot to mention this, but so I've been working on my second sheared off pipe inside of a pipe. I worked on it a little bit yesterday. This is the water trough that I had in the stock trailer that I brought with me from Oregon when I hauled the animals across the United States. And this was the water tank that I took with me. Well, Mr. Wonderful had a great idea and decided that I needed to fix this so that I could put this on the four-wheeler so that I had water out in the pasture. Like when I was doing the chickens way out in the pasture or the sheep way out in the pasture, I'd have water right there at the four-wheeler. Well, turns out that I knew that it had broken on my trip, but I didn't know the extent of it. I just knew it was broke. So when I went in and I got it, of course, it was a sheared off issue. Well, the guy at Ace Hardware told me how to remove these things, and I just got it. I worked on it a little bit yesterday, And then this morning I couldn't keep walking by it. So I was just working on it, and it literally just popped. Well, I thought this was going to be semi-easy, but there. Now, I don't think I've screwed up the threads a little bit there. But I will have to see if I have something to go in there to then connect it to a water hose. Okay, well, if Mr. Wonderful has the parts necessary, I can't find them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this to town with me and see if I can't purchase the parts to clean up these threads and get this converted to where I can hook a hose to that, so that I can, and I need a on-off valve as well. So we'll get that hopefully straightened out, and that will be nice to have on the back of the four-wheeler. Well, everybody is fed and the fan is on, and look at these two over here chewing on their fake cud. Oh, what? I was trying to show how cute you guys are. And then you come over. Huh? Come here, matey. Hey, buddy. Hi, matey. Hi, matey boy. Hi, matey boy. Look, he's chewing on his cud. Are you be such a big boy? Velvet's chillaxing in her stall. Got the big old fan on today in the barn. These cows are cracking me up. So first thing is that I don't know if I showed it on video or not, but Bronco had a limp and I could not. I was just like, really? What's going on? Well, I got a nail out of his foot this morning. He had a nail in his foot, and Billie Jean well, they're all on strike because Mommy has ordered kelp, but it hasn't come in yet. So they're all upset and being crybabies because they want their kelp. Billie Jean, I ordered it. I'm sorry. I ordered it. I think it'll be in this week. I'm sorry. Bronco and Forrest they've moved on. But Billie Jean is adamant to stand here and cry because she hasn't had her kelp. I'm sorry. Oh, chickens are all taken care of and good. I do believe I have at least 2 more roosters. That will have to be addressed probably this weekend. Stalls are cleaned. All my morning chores are done. So I'm off to go do nail trims. Keep an eye on everybody today, baby girl, okay? Alright, you guys got your fan, you got your hay, you got fresh clean water. Should be fine. Meh. 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 Huh. Meh. Huh. They are. You do the exact same thing that your daddy does. You pick your tail up when you're being touched. Yeah. You pick your tail up when you're being touched. Still not winning Mother of the Year award. Alright, I gotta go to work, you guys. You guys are distracting me. You. It's amazing how fast they grow up and don't want anything to do with the adults. So that is what was in Bronco's hoof this morning. Got that out. That made me feel good. Okay, it is evening and I am home. And I just got done making up all the kids' dinner. It's still a wee bit early. They have another hour before they eat. But that task is done, so all I have to do is just come out here and feed. It's already measured out and all of that, so that's good news. It was a long day of work today, and it was a wonderful day of work. But it was a long day of work and I didn't get much done on the farm here, but we did get a really good rain. Also, I did get something for me done today. I took this to my guy at Ace Hardware, and it turned out that I had I destroyed the threads on the old one, and these bulkheads are reverse thread, and so that's kind of important to know. And I mean, I think that most men know these things, but not all women. At least I didn't know it. So anyway, he installed a whole new bulkhead for me. And then he gave me, I shouldn't say gave, I paid for all of this, fair and square. Gave me a faucet that will screw in here. Now remember, reverse thread, so it's going to screw in the opposite of what you think it's going to. Maybe, or not. Okay, apparently the other part is reverse thread. This does go in the way that it's supposed to. Now I'll just have to get a nice big wrench and get this tightened on really nicely with 2 hands, not just one. And then I'll get a ratchet strap and ratchet it to the back of my 4-wheeler, and then I have water in the field. And before anybody asks, this tank, the guy at Ace actually did ask me, which I thought was very, very professional of him and way to look out. He said, what kind of chemicals have you had in this if you're going to use it for water? And I said, none. This has only ever been used for animal water, and that is what it's going to continue to be used for. So now I have me a little faucet that I can connect a hose to, and I have water out in the field. I just have to get it loaded up on my four-wheeler and full of water. So that is excellent news. I will unload that tomorrow, but I'm going to close this up just in case it rains tonight. I don't like the back of my head to get all wet. I told you guys that I was waiting for these. I was going to let them do their thing. And aren't they absolutely... These are just onions. They would be called alliums now. They're beautiful. And tomatoes, and the tomatillos got a nice dousing today. So that is good. Boy, we must have just downright downpoured. Look at what this did. This is the line from the roof. And it completely unearthed this tomatillo. From the water coming off the roof. Sorry, little feller. Jeez. I always kind of go around after a big heavy rain and just admire the beauty of a nature. Whoa. Watered, look at all these peas. Sweet peas galore. The farm is so beautiful after it rains. And thank you guys for stopping by for yet another day on the homestead. It's probably a short one today, and I'm sorry about that, but sometimes it's just the way it goes. I'm glad that you came anyway, and I hope that you stop by again sometime soon. Take care, and yours truly.